Alright, good evening guys, it's Jeff, the Godless Scammer, back again. This is God knows how many takes I've tried to do with this video. First of all, I'm going to apologise if there's any noise in the traffic. Con on, just out having a drink, and really just doing this video, which I think will be fairly short and sweet, as it's a breaking news story that I haven't honestly had a real chance to do a deep dive into yet. I hope to, but we'll see. This is a breaking news regarding the Church of Scientology, and a number of lawsuits going on with Scientology at the moment. Now, I know anyone who knows a bit about Scientology will know they're always involved in a lawsuit somewhere along the line. Either they're the ones suing or they're the ones getting sued. That just seems to be par for the course with Scientology. Just seems to be the way. But there have been four separate lawsuits brought by four women against the actor Danny Masterson, who's probably best known for, as far as I know him, from a TV show called That 70s Show. Masterson is a Scientologist. There are four lawsuits brought by different women regarding sexual assault allegations, and he's a defendant in that, but also he's not the only defendant, and at least two of these, as far as I'm aware right now, because there's two of these women have not been named, two of the women have been, but Masterson is not the only defendant. The Church of Scientology is the defendant, and more importantly, the leader of the Church of Scientology, David Miscavige, is a defendant. And the news that's been broke today is that Miscavige has been served on this lawsuit, which means he's got 30 days to respond. Now, the reason I find that interesting is this, and because it makes me wonder if Miscavige himself is going to have to take the stand. Now, I don't know the answer to that. I honestly don't know the answer. But it would be interesting, because anyone who follows Scientology knows that David Miscavige has not given an interview in like 20 years now or something like that. And he's fought tooth and nail with any lawsuit about getting on the stand for anything. But I just find this one interesting. Now, I've got to be honest, as I said, this is kind of a breaking news thing. I haven't done a real deep dive into this. I hope to do a deep dive and maybe come back with a follow-up video or maybe two about this. However, I'm not going to make any promises on that because of just life in general and my schedule, whatever, being a bit busy or whatever with things at the moment, that I'm not going to promise I'm going to come back on this, but I hope to. That is my hope, okay? So don't hold it against me if I don't come back on this and report again. I hope to, but maybe not. Good Lord, I just realised looking at this, my hair looks really blonde in this at the moment. I swear I'm not a blonde. I swear I'm not a blonde. This is really weird. However, yeah. So I just found that interesting. People might ask, why am I interested in Scientology or whatever? I don't know the connections to science, but all it is to me is I saw the movie Going Clear a couple of years back, and I didn't know nothing about Scientology, but just found that movie so fascinating that I wanted to do a dive further into the rabbit hole of Scientology, and my God, it is a rabbit hole. There's just not enough time in the world for me to actually explain what even Scientology is. It is a long thing to unpack, and I'm not going to try and even attempt to do that here. So, but I watched that movie Going Clear, and then I kind of went on to look at a few more things. I found Mike Rinder's blog, and Mike Rinder is an ex-Scientologist who, well, actually was a he was like probably number 2 or 3 guy in the Church of Scientology at one time, but he's out now and he's a very outspoken critic. Also found Tony Ortega's blog. He's a journalist who's covered Scientology on and off for about 20 years now. And probably, he's covered it almost full time for the last 7 or 8 years, at least I know of. And I did do, if people want to look back at the archives and previous videos of my channel, I did do a review of Tony's book, The Unbreakable Miss Lovely, which was a book Tony wrote about Scientology's targeted harassment campaign against a journalist called Paulette Cooper, which is a fascinating story. It's a fascinating, almost unbelievable story, but it's absolutely true story. Really amazing stuff, really. It's but found other channels, Chris Shelton, I'll give a shout out to Ron Miscavige, who has a channel and hosts a show called Life After Scientology. Now, Ron, for the record, he is the father of the leader of the Church of Scientology, David Miscavige. So, very fascinating that the father of the leader is out and is a critic. That's quite fascinating. And I'll say that Ron does a very good show where he interviews not just Scientologists, but people from other cults who've survived and got out of other cults as well. And it's a very interesting show that Ron does. So, shout out to Ron Miscavige. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be short and sweet. All this was really. Once again, I hope to be able to do a follow-up on this because I haven't done a real deep dive into this. It's really just breaking news which I'm putting out there if people haven't seen already. I hope to do a deep dive into this, but once again, not making any promises here. But I just personally thought this particular story regarding Scientology was interesting, especially if it means Miscavige has got to get on the stand. That could be really interesting to see whether that happens or not. Okay, so that was it. Short and sweet. Well, I promised. This is Jeff, the God the Scummer. See you guys later. Salute.